Well, first and foremost, I got God, so through that, He's able to protect me through everything. But we're in a good moment now, and I don't like looking back. I don't like looking back at the past, and how I was feeling in that moment or however it was, because I'm here now. So I don't ever dwell on the past and things that happened before.
See, not only is he getting better at understanding what defenses are trying to do to him, he's getting better at understanding how the media works, how the questions work, how what you can and will be used against you in a court of law or a court of public opinion.
Yeah, of course, day by day, minute by minute, meeting by meeting, of course, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable and like being in that role, being in that position, they're getting more comfortable with me also. I'm excited, I'm happy for it, and I'm just thankful.
Man, the Cleveland media really thought they had Shedeur cornered. But the moment he opened his mouth, you could feel the regret in their voices and in their narratives. They keep doubting him, keep poking him, and Stefanski isn't helping with those cold, tired answers. But Shedeur stays calm, stays sharp, and shuts all that noise down every single time. It's crazy how the kid shows more maturity than the people paid to talk about him. Cleveland better wake up, because Shedeur isn't here to play games. The media walked into that room thinking they could twist Shedeur again, but they forgot who they were dealing with. He showed up calm and focused on the present, not the drama they keep dragging up. While they hunt for headlines, he talks like someone who knows who protects him, who guides him, and who keeps him steady. That silence you felt after his answers? That was regret. Because every time they try to push him into a trap, he steps over it without even blinking. Why does the Cleveland media keep acting like he's the problem, when he's the only one bringing peace to a team full of failures and controversies? Shedeur is not just growing as a quarterback, he's learning the game behind the game. He knows how reporters twist things, how questions are shaped to bait him, how one wrong sentence becomes a week-long attack online. And instead of falling for it like a rookie, he reads the room the same way he reads a defense. He knows what to say, what not to feed, and what energy to give back. The media hates that they can't control him, so they poke harder. But ask yourself, why do grown reporters keep trying to break a kid who's simply doing his job better than the men criticizing him? And why is Stefanski letting his own rookie take more heat than he ever does? And then you look at the way Shedeur carries himself every day, meeting after meeting, moment after moment, getting more comfortable, more confident, more respected by his teammates. He's not shaken by the pressure, he's grateful for the opportunity. He's growing into the role they said he wasn't ready for. So here's the real question the media refuses to face. Why does Shedeur show more leadership, more gratitude, and more maturity than the coach who keeps throwing him into chaos? And when will Cleveland stop attacking the one guy who actually gives them hope?
All your supporters out there say that Kevin Stefanski was sabotaging you.
So you just want to start trouble, huh?
No, I want to ask you.
So, yeah. See how you go? Listen, I like that disarming tactic. You called it for what it was. Oh, you just starting trouble, ain't you? No, I was trying to set you up, but you called me on it, so now I'm gonna have to pivot. Get up out of here with that, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. We've been to say that again, beautifully blessed. This guy don't know how media trained Shedeur is. He grew up on a reality show. Please let him know. No jewelry, huh? Grown man playing chess again. Listen.
While reporters try to bait him with loaded questions and half-truths, he stays cool, sharp, and ready to call out the nonsense right away. The way he shut down that question about Stefanski sabotaging him wasn't just smart. It was a clear signal that he's not here to play their games or fuel drama. Some in the media clearly want to stir trouble, to paint Shedeur as a victim or problem. But he's seen all that before. He grew up in front of cameras, learned how to protect himself, and isn't about to let anyone use words against him to push a false story. Meanwhile, the real issue gets lost. Why is a young quarterback having to spend more energy dodging media traps than getting real support from his own coach? Stefanski's silence and refusal to fully back Shedeur only add fuel to the fire and make the kid's job harder than it should be. This isn't just about clever answers, it's about respect, and Shedeur earns it every single day with how he carries himself on and off the field. The media's constant digging and twisting don't bother him. They just show how little respect they have for the real story. They focus on rumors and drama instead of the kid's growth, his leadership, and the way he's quietly building something special under pressure. Stefanski, on the other hand, keeps leaving Shedeur out in the cold, making fans wonder who's really in charge here. How can a coach claim to lead when his quarterback has to be his own shield against both the opposing team and his own organization's whispers? Cleveland deserves better. Shedeur deserves better. The only question left is, when will the media stop trying to tear down the one guy who's actually trying to build something worth cheering for? And when will Stefanski start standing up for the player who's carrying the team's future on his shoulders?
How you gonna ask what your relationship is off the field? What are you talking about, man? Say that again. Where you at? Let me see. Listen, Miss Brown, thank you for saying it. Why are you not talking to this dude about the game? Why are you not talking to him about what he saw on tape? Why are you not talking to him about what's going on? You waited in the scrum. You waited 5 minutes. You know everybody named mom in there ready to ask a question. You might get one question to ask. And you ask, what about your relationship with Coach Stefanski off the what? They ain't got no relationship. It's his coach. It's his superior. It's the coach of the team. What are you talking about? Bro, I'm here to do a job. What? These folks be gossiping. Boy, that man doing some deep sea fishing for a story. He told him right. He can't change what anyone says about Kevin Stefanski. So stop trying to come to this man as if he's going to be the human shield for everybody giving criticisms to Kevin Stefanski. By the way, I'm still going to talk about Kevin Stefanski if he do a bad job. Shedeur ain't got to tell me nothing. I'm going to do it for him. Kevin Stefanski is not absolved of what he does in his job. If he ain't doing his job, he ain't doing his job.
It's wild how some reporters come to Shedeur with questions that don't even make sense, like asking about his personal relationship with Coach Stefanski instead of focusing on the game itself. Come on, this isn't a friendship club, it's a professional team. Shedeur's job is to play football and lead on the field, not to be the go-between for media gossip or to explain off-field relationships. These reporters show up, wait around just to grab one random question, and then try to stir drama where none exists. It's clear some of them are fishing for headlines, trying to create stories from thin air instead of asking about what really matters: the game tape, the plays, the team's performance. Shedeur called it out perfectly, refusing to play the role of a human shield for a coach who isn't always earning the trust of the fans or the media. That's not his job, and the media needs to understand that. At the same time, let's be real, Stefanski isn't above criticism either. No one is saying Shedeur has to defend every move the coach makes. If Stefanski is doing a bad job, people should say it loud and clear. Shedeur knows that, and he doesn't have to carry that weight for anyone. He's there to do his job and let his play speak. But the media's obsession with personal drama distracts from the real issues that need to be talked about, like why the team struggles, why the coach's decisions don't always make sense, and why Shedeur sometimes feels like he's on an island. Cleveland fans deserve honest questions and honest answers, not gossip or distractions. The focus should be on football, not personal stories that don't help anyone win.
Remember what I told you. If they cannot get you up out of here by what you do on that football field, they're going to come immediately and try to trick you up off the field. See? That's what I told you. See, he's just too happy. He don't know how to handle success. See, he did good the first week. The second week, he can't do no better because he worried about what's going on. I heard they played his music video. Maybe that got to his head. His dad finally showed up and pulled up, and maybe he's trying to impress the people. You know he gonna be fired up. He didn't even do a celebration last week. Is he gonna do it this week? The fans is wondering. You know they talking about the game about to be sold out. they be trying. You tried it. You tried it. But just the look of, no, I think I like where I'm sitting at this position. Quarterback number one, I don't think I can get used to this.
The truth is, when you're a young quarterback like Shedeur, people will always try to take shots at you, on and off the field. If they can't beat you with your play, they go looking for something else to criticize. Some say he's too happy or can't handle success, like those things matter more than what he's actually doing on game day. But that's exactly the kind of noise Shedeur doesn't need. He's focused on being the best quarterback he can be, not trying to impress anyone with celebrations or flashy moves. The fans might wonder if he'll celebrate or not, but Shedeur knows it's about winning, not showboating. He's comfortable right where he is, leading the team quietly, confidently, and letting his performance speak louder than the chatter around him. What's smart about Shedeur is that he's not letting the hype or distractions get to him. His head isn't filled with the noise of the media or the crowd's expectations. He knows that winning games is what matters most, not some music video or social media buzz. His dad showing up or fans getting hyped won't change how he prepares or plays. That kind of maturity is rare for someone his age and stage in their career. Instead of falling for all the distractions or pressure, Shedeur keeps his eyes on the goal, doing his job and helping the team win. The real question is, why aren't more people seeing that? Instead of doubting him, they should be supporting the guy who's proving he's ready to be Cleveland's future.
You know, his support.
Hey, that's a savvy move, my guy. Somebody must have told him, hey, just respect the office, dog. Respect the office. You see what he said? Hey, man, nah, it's a big honor. You know, the president of the United States said my name, you know. He's been a supporter. He got a lot of things bigger than me to be talking about. He took time out of his day. You even tried that. But you want to see what kind of political affiliation he got? You want to see who he voted for? He can't even get, you didn't even get him on that one. He said, big up president. I respect the office of the presidency.
Shedeur knows how to handle tricky situations with the kind of smooth confidence most people his age don't have. When asked about President Trump showing support for him, Shedeur kept it respectful and smart. He didn't dive into politics or get caught up in the drama. Instead, he showed appreciation for the support while keeping things simple. Respect the office, respect the moment. That's a savvy move, but you can bet the media will twist it into something it's not. Why do reporters always want to dig up something controversial or political instead of just letting a young athlete show gratitude? They rush to connect dots that don't need connecting, trying to stir trouble where there's none. Why can't they just report the facts and leave the personal opinions alone? And here's the real question. Why is Shedeur the one who has to be so careful while the media acts like they're on some mission to find dirt? If Shedeur is smart enough to keep it clean and respectful, why aren't the reporters smart enough to do their jobs without trying to cause drama? They want to know his political side like it's some big secret, but maybe it's time they ask themselves if that even matters for a quarterback trying to lead his team. Why is it that the media can't respect a young player trying to stay out of trouble and just focus on football? Cleveland deserves more honest coverage and less wild guessing. Shedeur's focus is clear. What about theirs? Anyways, Shedeur just keeps proving why the Cleveland media's attempts to shut him down only backfire. He's focused, confident, and refuses to get caught in their traps. If you want to see more honest takes and real talk, make sure to like and subscribe. And tell me, do you guys think the media will ever give Shedeur the respect he deserves? Or are they just here to create drama?